Hi friends. During the Chicago International Film Festival, the Criterion Mobile Closet came to town. This gave fans 3 minutes to get inside the closet, pick 3 movies, buy them at a nice discount, and also while they were there, record themselves talking about the movies they selected, and they would get a Polaroid afterwards. I got in line to get in the closet. I was able to get lucky enough to get one of the bags that they were handing out, and everyone was given one of these booklets so they could choose, or look to see like the movies and the numbers that it is. So once they get inside the bus, it's easy to find. I wasn't able to stay and wait till my time because it was. I got in line around 9, and I was told I wouldn't be inside till 5 o'clock, and I had things to do. So I was like, I'll try to come back later, and unfortunately, that didn't happen. But a couple weeks later, Criterion did have a 50% off sale on their website, so I took advantage of that. So what I did was I bought the movies that I was going to select, and I'm going to share them here with you. So I'll pretend I'm in the closet, but these are what the movies that I picked. So the first one is by Lillian Alvilez, and it's Totem. Totem I saw during the Chicago Critics Festival, and this movie has stayed with me because as the movie deals with a young girl who's trying to hang out with her father while they're preparing a birthday festival for him, a birthday celebration for him. But the thing about the movie that stayed with me is that there's a time in a child's life when they realize that the people they love are not going to be around forever. And that moment changes their lives. And this movie did that in a way that kept you interested in the story, really did it beautifully, so it wasn't like too downer of a movie, but the final scene and that final moment just hit me and will probably stay with you for a while, because it's so powerful. But I definitely recommend Totem. I mean, definitely this was one of the ones that I wanted to pick up. The second movie that I picked was one that I saw with my sister and my cousin in the theaters, and it was like the first time I actually saw a movie with one of the main characters having to be a Hispanic character, and that was La Bamba by Luis Valdez. Seeing this movie and the popularity of this movie, not only for me, it made Lou Diamond Phillips like a huge star in my eyes, and I wish he would have got nominated for an Oscar or something for this movie, him and Isa Morales, because I mean the entire cast is incredible in this movie. But the success of this movie made it possible for movies like American Me and Blood In Blood Out to be made, because it showed that there is a market for Latino and Hispanic stories out there, and people wanted to see them. So with these movies, we wouldn't have gotten that, and then obviously it led to Selena and other movies that came out. But this is a great movie, and it's always, one of those movies that I'm always quoting, or there's a line in there that always pops in my head. But and it's the cool thing about this is one of my friends, Yolanda, she has an essay in this, so it's kind of cool to get that for that, and also see what she wrote. But La Bamba was always one of my favorites. And then being that the Criterion Closet was in Chicago, I had to pick a movie that is from Chicago and made me see Chicago in a different way, and that's Cooley by Michael Schultz. I remember seeing this late at night. I think it was on Channel 9, so it was an edited version, and it was like the first time I ever seen it, and there was a lot of neighborhoods in it that I saw that were familiar to me. And it's such a great Chicago movie, but also fun fact, the Boyz II Men song that everybody knows, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye, was actually first performed in this song. It was written for this movie. So if you've never heard the original version, definitely check this out. Check out the soundtrack to listen to it. But this is Cooley High is one of my favorites, and everyone that lives in Chicago should see it at least once. And then I picked up the fourth one, even though I'm not, it was only 3 that you're supposed to pick inside. But the fourth one I picked as a bonus for myself, and it was The Devil's Backbone. And this is the first Guillermo del Toro movie that I ever saw, and it was scary. It really affected me in the way that I see it, because I'd never seen a Spanish horror movie before. But it wasn't horror in the sense of monsters. It was just more psychological, and then just the way it was filmed and written and everything that he did in this movie made me a fan, and I wanted to know more about him. And then now, I mean, he's done some such amazing and brilliant work. So The Devil's Backbone. And funny thing too, the number for this one, you can't really see it, but it's 666. So those are my 4 for the Criterion Closet that I've selected. Hopefully you'll check some of these out. And if you have seen them already, let me know in the comments what you thought of them. And as always, follow, subscribe, share with your friends, and thanks for watching.